Imagine you just finished a meal. Right now, inside your bloodstream, a silent storm is brewing. Sugar, or glucose, is flooding your system. In response, your pancreas is forced to pump out waves of insulin. And for many of us, especially over the age of 45, if that sugar isn't used immediately, your body does the only thing it knows how to do. It locks it away as visceral fat, the stubborn belly fat that surrounds your organs and drives inflammation. But what if you could hijack this process? What if you could turn your muscles into a biological vacuum that soaks up that sugar before it ever turns into fat? No intense gym sessions, no heavy lifting, just 10 minutes of light movement. This is the science of the glucose sink. Today we aren't talking about getting shredded. We are talking about internal rejuvenation, protecting your heart, and reclaiming your metabolic health. Let's look at exactly what happens inside your body when you take a simple 10-minute walk after you eat. The moment you start walking after a meal, your largest muscle groups, your legs and glutes, come online. Usually your body needs a massive spike of insulin to move sugar from your blood into your cells. But science has discovered a metabolic back door. When your muscles contract during a gentle walk, they activate a process called insulin-independent glucose uptake. Think of your muscles as a giant glucose sink. By moving, you are effectively pulling the plug and letting the excess sugar drain out of your bloodstream and directly into your muscles to be used as immediate fuel. According to studies published in scientific reports, this 10-minute window is the most critical time to blunt the glucose spike, preventing the damage that leads to long-term health issues. For men and women over 45, the real enemy isn't just weight, it's insulin resistance. Every time your blood sugar spikes, your insulin follows. Insulin is a storage hormone. When it's high, your body is biologically forbidden from burning fat. By walking for 10 minutes, you significantly lower the amount of insulin your pancreas needs to produce. You are keeping the fat storage gates closed and allowing your body to maintain its ability to repair and rejuvenate. This isn't about burning calories. It's about hormonal management. You are telling your body to stay in maintenance mode rather than expansion mode. In the first few days, the most noticeable change is the disappearance of the post-meal slump. That heavy, foggy feeling you get after lunch, that's usually the result of a sugar crash. Because the 10-minute walk stabilizes your blood sugar curve, your brain receives a steady stream of energy instead of a chaotic spike and drop. Inside your arteries, your endothelial lining, the delicate inner skin of your blood vessels, is protected from the inflammatory acid bath of high sugar. You'll notice you feel more alert and less heavy in the afternoon. This is the first sign that your metabolism is beginning to stabilize. By the end of week 1, your digestive system begins to transform. Studies show that light movement after a meal stimulates peristalsis, the natural contractions that move food through your gut. This speeds up gastric emptying, which means less bloating, less acid reflux, and a more efficient absorption of nutrients. Your gut microbiome also begins to shift. When your blood sugar is stable, you feed the beneficial bacteria that help control inflammation and reduce cravings. You aren't just walking, you are performing internal maintenance on your entire digestive tract. This is where the internal rejuvenation truly begins. After 14 to 30 days of consistency, your baseline insulin sensitivity improves. Research in diabetes care highlights that these short, post-meal bouts of walking are often more effective for long-term blood sugar control than one long workout at the gym. Your cells are becoming sensitized. They are learning to function with less insulin. This reduces systemic inflammation, which is the root cause of joint pain and high blood pressure. If you check your morning fasting glucose, you may see it finally beginning to stabilize in the healthy range. With a consistent habit, the long-term results are profound. Because you have consistently lowered your insulin spikes, your body can finally tap into visceral fat, the dangerous fat stored around your midsection. You aren't just losing weight, you are reducing your risk for metabolic syndrome and prediabetes. Your A1C levels, the 3-month average of your blood sugar, will reflect this steady, quiet work. Your heart health improves as your arteries become more flexible, lowering your resting blood pressure. This is the path to longevity. You are protecting your brain from the sugar fog that contributes to cognitive decline, ensuring your later years are spent with a sharp mind and a resilient body. Let's pause for a second, because this is the simplest health hack you will ever learn. If you're starting to realize that you don't need to be a marathon runner to protect your heart and brain, hit the like button. It helps this science reach more people who are tired of complicated fitness myths. Comment below. Do you usually feel tired after your biggest meal? That is the exact moment your body is asking for this 10-minute walk. And if you want to see how this pairs with other metabolic secrets, watch our previous video. What happens to your body when you fast for 24 hours? Together, these habits don't just change your weight, they change your biological age. Now, let's look at why 10 minutes is actually the Goldilocks zone for your heart. Many people think that if they don't have 45 minutes to grind at the gym, it's not worth it. But for your metabolism, timing is everything. The postprandial window, the 30 to 60 minutes after you eat, is when the damage happens. If you wait until the end of the day to exercise, the sugar spike has already occurred, and the insulin has already done its job of storing fat. Furthermore, intense exercise can actually spike cortisol, the stress hormone, which can temporarily raise blood sugar. A gentle 10-minute stroll is the sweet spot. It's enough to activate the glucose sink without triggering a stress response. It's the most efficient way to communicate with your biology. As we age, we must think about our vascular age. High blood sugar makes your blood sticky and promotes the formation of plaques in your arteries. By blunting these spikes 3 times a day, you are effectively polishing your internal pipes. You are also protecting your brain. There is a strong link between blood sugar instability and the risk of dementia. Every 10-minute walk is an investment in your future memory and cognitive clarity. You are keeping the blood flow to your prefrontal cortex steady and clean. To get the rejuvenation effect, follow these 3 rules. 1. Start within 20 to 30 minutes of your last bite. This is when the sugar enters the blood. 2. Keep it light. You should be able to hold a full conversation without gasping. If you push too hard, you redirect blood flow away from digestion. 3. Consistency over intensity. A 10-minute walk every day is infinitely more powerful than a 2-hour hike once a week. The glucose sink needs to be activated regularly to keep your metabolism flexible. Our ancestors never sat in a cubicle after a large meal. Human biology was designed for movement. We evolved to gather, to trek, and to remain upright. When you take this 10-minute walk, you are realigning your modern lifestyle with an ancient healthy rhythm. You aren't fighting your body, you are finally working with it. If your body could talk to you after that 10-minute stroll, it wouldn't ask for more effort. It would simply feel a sense of relief. It would say, "Thank you for clearing the path. Thank you for protecting our heart. Thank you for letting us stay young." Walking 10 minutes after a meal is not a chore. It is biological maintenance. It is the most accessible tool we have for longevity, fat loss, and internal repair. The most healthy people aren't always the ones doing the most. They are the ones who are the most consistent with the basics. Final question: will you commit to just 10 minutes after your next meal to protect your future self? The science is clear. The choice is yours. Tell me in the comments, are you starting today? I'll see you in the next video.